Welcome to the third video in our travel series. This plan is for 7 days in Japan following the Pearl route. So far, we've covered the popular Golden route from Tokyo to Osaka and the lesser-known Diamond route just north of Tokyo. In this itinerary, we'll be discovering the breathtaking mountains and sparkling lakes of Hokkaido and enjoying a variety of local dishes along the way. This trip is full of activities to enjoy and incredible sights to see in the largest prefecture of Japan. I'm Jun from Japan Junkie, and this is part 3 of our travel itinerary series. Hokkaido is an island and a single prefecture. However, it is massive, so we're going to focus on efficiently seeing as much as possible. On day 1, you'll be starting in Hakodate. Of course, you'll have to get there first. You can start this trip from anywhere within Japan, but we'll assume you're in Tokyo. Driving would take 10 hours, but the bullet train can make it in 4. It's far cheaper and more comfortable, with bathrooms and snack carts. There's also an underwater portion of the trip as the train crosses from the mainland to the northern island. Once you arrive, stretch your legs in Hakodate Park. The scenery is different in every season and it's filled with historic buildings. You'll find a zoo here and a small amusement park if you're travelling with children. Close to the park is an observatory that you can reach by cable car, which will give you a view of the entire city. Located in the heart of Hakodate is Goryokaku, a star-shaped fortress surrounded by a moat. The parklands here are popular in spring and autumn, but the truly impressive construction can only fully be appreciated from above. Take an elevator to the top of the 107-metre tower to see views of the mountains and the incredible layout of the fort below. It's especially amazing in winter after the sun goes down, when the lights make the star look like a glowing snowflake. Hakodate is the birthplace of Shio ramen, so trying a bowl for yourself is an ideal way to finish your first day. The soup is delicate and salty, and it's one of the classic ramen styles that's enjoyed throughout Japan. Begin day 2 by visiting Hakodate's morning market. It's famous for its incredibly fresh seafood, but if you aren't able to eat this kind of meal early in the day, try some fresh melon instead. In summer, take a short trip to Cape Tachimachi. This seaside cliff has incredible panoramic coastal views. Or in winter, wander through Hakodate's tropical botanical garden to dip your feet in a hot spring and see the monkeys soaking in the water. You'll then be travelling east to your next location, stopping at Lake Toya on the way. The peaceful retreat offers unique landscapes that have been shaped by ancient volcanic activity. Continue on from here to Jikokudani. This is an onsen town, meaning that it's been built around the natural hot springs that have been made by the volcanic crater. The steam rising from the mountains and hot water bubbling from the ground gives it the name Jikokudani, which means Hell Valley. You'll be staying one night and enjoying the hospitality of the traditional Japanese inns. On day 3, take a train to Sapporo, the largest city north of Tokyo. 7 days in February are dedicated to the Snow Festival. If you arrive during this time, you'll probably spend the first day exploring the many ice and snow sculptures. However, there's plenty to do and see throughout the year. If it is snowing when you visit, you'll have a chance to practice the Sapporo Shuffle. The streets get very slippery, so you'll see locals taking short gliding steps rather than long strides. Winter boots help, but if you don't have any, most convenience stores sell spikes that you can easily attach to the soles of your shoes. The city is set out in a grid pattern, and it's very easy to walk around to see the famous sights. Starting at Sapporo Station, a 10-minute walk south is Sapporo Clock Tower. The building has survived since the city's development in 1870 and still chimes every hour. Continuing on, you'll see Sapporo TV Tower. The tall red structure resembles the tower in Tokyo, and the observation deck stays open late during the Snow Festival. It's located on the edge of Odori Park, which is often the central place for activities and festivals in the city. Further along is the vibrant Nijo Market. It's famous for fresh produce and it's open from 7 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. You can spend the evening in Susukino, which is the largest entertainment district north of Tokyo. It's a very popular location, but if you'd rather a quieter evening, we recommend trying an authentic bowl of Hokkaido ramen at one of the many restaurants. The prefecture is famous for miso ramen with corn and butter, perfect to keep you warm. Afterwards, you can spend the evening in the city's underground shopping complex. Sapporo has an enormous network of tunnels beneath the city, so you can enjoy shopping and eating no matter what the weather is like outside. On day 4, we have 2 options for you, though it is possible to do both. Seeing as you're in Sapporo, it makes sense to take a short trip to the Sapporo Beer Factory. You can choose to go with a guided tour or use the information cards available in various languages. Of course, there are samples, but there are also 3 types of beer that you can only try here, with the most popular being Sapporo Classic. The restaurant here is a great place to try another local specialty, which is Genghis Khan. The dish is named after Genghis Khan because it's made with mutton, a common ingredient in Mongolia. The meat is placed on a dome-shaped grill and the fat runs down to cook the vegetables below. The alternative option is to visit Shiroi Koibito Park. It's part theme park, part chocolate factory, which manufactures their famous butter cookies with white chocolate in between. It's a popular location for couples, and the old European-style theme is very charming. There are tours available with the option of baking and decorating your own cookies as a souvenir. To finish the day, we recommend taking a trip to the top of Mount Moiwa. You can either hike or take a cable car depending on the season. At the peak is the Jules restaurant, which serves French cuisine and has an uninterrupted view of the entire city of Sapporo. On day 5, you'll take a trip to Otaru. The harbour city is less than an hour from Sapporo, and it's famous for its canal and cobblestone streets. While you're here, you'll be eating some of Hokkaido's specialty foods. The prefecture is famous for snow crab, and the freshest seafood can be found at the Otaru fish market. You'll be able to try all sorts of fresh produce from the local waters. Afterwards, visit Latao for some authentic Hokkaido desserts. Dairy products from Hokkaido are considered to be especially good quality, as the cool climate and wide pastures make for very happy cows. This restaurant is famous for its double fromage cheesecakes. Otaru is also famous for glass craftsmanship. You can take a glass blowing class and make your own unique piece to take home with you. Return to Sapporo and finish the day with another signature dish of the Northern Island, which is soup curry. You'll be able to find it across the city, but a very popular curry restaurant is Suwage. The sauce is thinner than regular curry, but it's full of flavour. It's comforting and aromatic with a gentle, spicy taste. On day 6, you'll be travelling to a new destination and exploring the incredible sights to the south of Asahikawa. It's a good opportunity to rent a car for the day, or you can continue on by train. You'll travel from Sapporo and check into your accommodation in Asahikawa. Then it's time to head south and start your exploration in Bie. The small town has rolling hills and wide fields. The most popular site is Shirogane Blue Pond. The translucent water is almost unnaturally beautiful. It has an unusual mineral composition, which is what makes it appear different shades of blue. From the pond, you can walk or take a 5-minute drive to Shirahige Waterfall. This means white beard, as many single streams cascade down a rock face into an aqua river. In winter, the frozen surrounds contrast with the shining water below. From Bie, continue your journey south, enjoying the panoramic and photographic countryside, before arriving at Farm Tomita. A variety of rainbow flowers are grown here throughout the year, and the most popular season is when the lavender is growing. People from around the world come to take pictures among the purple fields and to enjoy lavender ice cream, a great pairing of the local lavender flowers and the famous Hokkaido dairy. You'll finish at Ningle Village, named after a small mythical creature that lives in the forest. The collection of log cabins are linked by a wooden walkway among the trees. In the evening, the village becomes something from a fairy tale, which is why we left it until the end of the day. If you're looking to take the best pictures, the magical lighting is worth waiting for. Return to Asahikawa and take a trip to one of the yakitori bars or visit Ramen Village. There's no shortage of amazing food to try in the city. Day 7 of the itinerary will be spent enjoying Asahikawa, the second largest city in Hokkaido. There's plenty to do in and around the area, starting with the very popular Asahiyama Zoo. The residents are quite unique, including polar bears and red pandas. A much-loved attraction here is the Penguin March that happens twice a day. Further to the east, the Hokkaido Ice Pavilion is the coldest place in Japan. Here you can experience temperatures of -41 degrees, which happens to be the same in both Celsius and Fahrenheit. This was the coldest temperature recorded in Japan in the extreme winter of 1902. You can blow bubbles and catch them as they freeze in the air, and you may be able to see diamond dust, which is when the moisture in the atmosphere freezes, making the air glitter. This is a real phenomenon that occurs in Hokkaido on very cold days. Another option is to spend the day in nature. You can hike or take the cable car to Asahidake, which happens to be the tallest mountain in Hokkaido. It's visited for skiing in winter, and in summer, the mountain turns green with vegetation. As it's a volcano, you'll be able to see fumaroles, which are open vents that emit volcanic gases from beneath the surface of the earth. At the end of the itinerary, you could take a train to any city, but there's a good chance you'll be wanting to return to Tokyo. The quickest way is also the cheapest, and that is by plane. Asahikawa has a convenient airport with direct flights to Tokyo. A flight can cost a fraction of the price of a train ticket, and if you're lucky enough to get a discount, they can be as little as $40 US. Hokkaido is unlike anywhere else in Japan, with its own distinct culture and landscape. It really is worth taking a trip to this incredible island for an unforgettable adventure. Thank you for staying all the way to the end. You can leave a comment with any suggestions you have for future videos, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.